Okay, today we're going to talk about feeding our starter. Feeding your starter. There's a million ways to do this. I'm going to share what works for me and what I understand about feeding your starter. So, when I talk about parts, you're going to have your starter, your unbleached all-purpose flour, and water. Those are the three parts. So what I do is called a 1-2-2 ratio. What that means is 1 part sourdough starter, 2 parts water, 2 parts flour. So for an example, I need 300 grams to bake with tomorrow. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to use 80 grams of starter, 160 grams of flour, and 160 grams of water. So you're going to see a lot of times like 1-1-1 ratio, where it means equal parts of all three. I found when I did that, it got really acidy and the bubbles weren't great. That's why I switched to a 1-2-2 and it works great for me. The other thing that about feeding and understanding how to feed your starter and what you're doing is that the higher the ratio, so like 1-1-1 would raise very quickly. 1-2-2 takes a little bit longer to raise. 1-3-3 even longer. So you should be feeding your starter daily. Not gonna lie, there's some days I forget to feed mine, but you'll want to feed it daily, or if you're not gonna bake for a while, put it in the fridge. If you're gonna leave it out on your counter, you want a lid loosely placed on top of it. If it goes in the fridge, that needs to be tight and sealed up when you put it in your fridge. So here we go to feed our starter. We're gonna do 80 grams of starter. So we need 80 grams of starter. And when I feed my starter, I clean my jar. Because I like a clean jar. Plus, if your jar gets nasty, you can get mold up here and it will kill your starter. So I'm gonna clean this out. Another thing, you do not want sourdough down your drain. So you need to clean as much out as you can and then clean your jar out. A nice clean jar. So I'm gonna put 160 grams of water and 160 grams of unbleached all-purpose flour. Now we're gonna put it back in our jar. There we go. I'm gonna mark where it is. Tomorrow when I get up, it'll be all the way up here.